morning, y'all, and welcome to week 45, I believe. Today is Saturday, and we are headed to the gym. I have a full body lift programmed for today, so that's what we're getting into. Plus, not only is today November the 1st, today is also, well, never mind, that would make sense. That would literally make sense. Today is also the first day of 30 for 30. Yay! Where we are walking for at least 30 minutes every single day of November for all 30 days. Just getting a little 1-2 step. I am quite excited for this because over the last month, I would say it would pretty much be October, maybe a little bit of September, my steps have been down and not as high as usual because I was getting roughly 10 to 12,000 steps every single day. That has dropped some. So I definitely want to get back into the swing of things, and I think this is the perfect way for me to kind of kick that off. That's funny. That's so funny. That's the perfect way to kick that off. So yeah, welcome to 30 for 30. What else are we doing this month? I think I will be running my second 10K later this month. What else is going on this week? Is there anything about this week that we need to talk about? I'm not sure, but right now I'm about to make oatmeal per usual. I have strawberries, blueberries, and bananas to put into it, so it's gonna be pretty tasty. It is 7:08 a.m. Last Saturday I went to the gym. I think I got there around 7, and it felt good to actually lift earlier and come back home instead of not getting home until like 1 p.m., 12 p.m. on a Saturday. Then I need a whole 3 hours to gather my life. I also think I'm gonna go to a few events today as well, so I don't really have much time to play around at the gym, or we're just sitting around once I get home. Happy Saturday. Let's go get this work, y'all. Okay, y'all, so I'm vlogging off of my phone, so I don't know how this is gonna look or if you can hear me, but crazy thing, I'm walking, drinking my coffee, right, recording, and guess who stops? Q, and rolls down her window. Like, what are the chances that I will run into Q out here? What are the freaking chances? Hey y'all, so today is Monday and I actually need to catch you up on the last few days. On Saturday, I ended up going for my 30-minute walk for the 30 for 30 challenge for November. I ended up doing that after my lift on Saturday. I don't think I actually ended up recording anything other than a short. So you saw the short, you know that's the proof, like I did it afterwards. That was Saturday. Sunday, which was yesterday, you guys would have seen that I went for a 7-mile walk. Yes, so far the longest walk I think I have done is 9 miles. So that was pretty cool. I walked from, I think it's considered Montrose to, I think it's considered downtown. I went to Discovery Green because I wanted to see the pumpkins, but you had to pay $18. Who? I can go to the grocery store and see pumpkins. So yeah, no. That was a pretty cool walk. I tried a new coffee shop. That was good. Oh, let's talk about that croissant. That ham and cheese croissant was really, really, really good. The mocha was pretty good too. Definitely enjoyed it. Ooh, I feel like there's something else. I finished the day off with a little bit over 18,000 steps because, so 17,000 of those came from my actual walk that day, and then the additional like 1,000 or so was just me walking around once I got home, and I went out once and came back, so just those steps. But that was really nice to see. It's been a while since I've racked up those amount of steps. So far so good as far as 30 for 30 is going well today. So on my lunch break today, I actually went for a 30-minute walk. I needed it anyways. Today I've been kind of moody and I needed some fresh air. I tried to be on my phone too much other than to record that and just like kind of talk to God, because your girl just going through it. You know how life be. And like, Lord, I need some answers. Will you talk to me, please? This morning, I did let my feelings win. I was supposed to get up at 3 a.m. to go run prior to my sessions. I had a 5 a.m. client, a 6 a.m. client, and a 7 a.m. client, and then immediately went to work at 8. So my only window was to get up at 3, literally get over there ASAP to get on the treadmill, probably only do 2 miles just because of time restrictions, come back, shower, put on new clothes, and then train my clients because I wouldn't have time to do any, to freshen up or anything otherwise. So, and thankfully the weather is cool enough now in Houston. So when I went for a walk earlier, like I didn't sweat or anything, like I was fine. That was nice. That was refreshing. Because if you live in Houston, you know how it is. Sometimes you just go outside and you're like, yep, I gotta take a shower and I get back in, because you immediately start sweating, especially like I just sweat a lot. So I'm not about to sit in clothes or sit in sweat, My whole point is now I have to go run because I'm off work. I gotta go run. And I was beating myself up about it halfway through the day because it's like, I know I'm not gonna want to do it once I'm off. And now that I'm off, I definitely don't want to, but I can't allow my feelings to win again. Especially when there's no real reason. I'm gonna go run this mood out. Hopefully this run will actually help me even more. Like the walk earlier did, I read my Bible, I prayed, I talked to God. I do feel lighter, but I think there's a little bit more in me. I gotta get up out me. So hopefully this run will do exactly what I needed to do. I'm only gonna aim for 2 miles today. That was 4 fingers total. I'm gonna aim for 2 miles, which when I think about it is only 25 minutes, right? It's literally only 25 minutes. I typically average about 12 minutes per mile, or like 12 minutes and change. 25 minutes is not that long. By the time you finish watching this, 25 minutes have passed. So like, in the grand scheme of things, in 24 hours, like 25 minutes is really not that long. Obviously, it's gonna take me a little bit more time than that because I have to do my warm up and my 5-minute walk that I do before. It just depends on if it's busy over there or not. But I may do pull-ups and core, but that means I have to bring my mat. I don't feel like doing all that. And I need to stretch properly. I have been stretching a lot more lately, but I've been doing it in my apartment. I think this has been beneficial. I think that is it. I think I'm all caught up now. I think so. Tomorrow is a full body lift. So the goal is to be out the door at 4 a.m. to make it to the gym in a good amount of time that I can get more than 4 movements done, because that's what it's been given last week and I don't like that. We absolutely got to talk about that run. Like we gotta, like we cannot skip this. Also, y'all, please don't mind my hair. I'm gonna wash it and retwist it this week because it's due, it's time. So it actually took me like 27 minutes and change, but let me explain. Let me pull up the facts. So I did run 2 miles, technically 2.04 miles, which was 28 minutes and 46 seconds. But just the 2 miles themselves was 17 minutes and 27 seconds. The first mile I ran in 12 minutes and 8 seconds, which is a little bit quicker than normal. I was in my bag today. Like obviously it doesn't really reflect with the time, but I started running I think at 4.5. I went up to 5, then went up to 5.5, went up to 6 speed, but it don't seem to make that much of a difference. And then I went back down a little bit. I think the lowest I went on that first mile was maybe 4.5. So I still don't understand how I didn't hit 11 minutes of change, but whatever. The second mile, I still ran at like higher speeds than normal. Fourth of a mile, I did jog at like 3.8. But what got me is I like to go ahead and get my run pretty much over with before I start recording my run. So the last mile is where I would stop and like put my camera up so I can show you guys my run. So that takes time. Like I have to get off, I have to make sure it's angled correctly. And if you have the DJI, you know, sometimes like trying to get it where you need to get it on, at least the settings I have it on, it takes me a little bit. And then just like patting my face or whatever and getting back on, that time does add up. So it did put that mile at 15 minutes and 19 seconds, which is crazy for me, not for you. Please don't ever be offended, because we all are at different stages in our run. There are people who run 9 minute miles. You won't catch me running a 9 minute mile. So when I say that's slow, I mean that's slow for me and not like in general, because I feel like we should all go at our pace. I don't like when people pace shame, because you're moving, ain't it? You walking, you running, you jogging, you doing something. So like, what's the big deal if it take you 21 minutes or if it take you 10 minutes? It's still the same distance. No, but I'm proud of that because I was really in my bag. Like I caught my groove and I was just like, I don't know if it was showing in the video because I ain't looking at nothing yet, but the ponytail was swinging. I said, what is going on? I'm pleased with that run. What else? Oh, my hip did start to bother me. Not my hip, more so my back started to bother me. Again, that's from sitting down. Although I got up today and walked on my lunch break, still from all that sitting down, my lower back, it did start to get a little crowded in there, so I did not record me stretching. However, I did do core, as y'all saw, and I did do some pull-ups. Back home now, I'm about to well, first I'm going to cook and then I'm going to shower because I don't want to smell like food when I go to bed. I'm so happy I went and got it done. I love when I do what I say I'm going to do. When I keep the promises that I tell myself I'm going to do and I actually do them, I just feel so accomplished. Like I feel in alignment, if that makes sense. If I say I'm gonna do it and I do it and I follow through, I'm proud of me. All right, good night, y'all. Just kidding. I'm back really quickly. I forgot to tell you how many steps I have for the day. It is 11,376 steps, 4.93 miles. Yeah, I like it. Good morning, it is 4:03 a.m. Like I said yesterday, full body today. I don't think I'm going to record. I went to bed at a decent time, but I feel a little tired and I just want to get this workout over with, if I'm being honest. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh yes, I know I look like yesterday. I have plenty of black bottoms and these black tops, so yeah, this is a new me, but it's still a copy and paste of yesterday's outfit. Was there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so, man. I do think I'm going to just fix me maybe some plain oatmeal, which I don't usually eat, but I don't have any fruit to go in it. I need to go to the grocery store, actually. I do have enough chicken and Brussels sprouts and carbs like pasta or whatever to hold me, but I don't have any fruit, and I really need some more fruit and probably some more vegetables too. Okay, yeah. Good morning, and I do need to go for a walk today, of course. I think I'm gonna kind of follow suit with what I did yesterday and go for a 30-minute walk on my lunch break. Yeah, that's all I can think of. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Good morning, y'all. It is 3:45 exactly on this hopefully amazing and beautiful Wednesday. I'm actually just gonna go for a walk this morning, probably about 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes if I have time. I have to kind of judge it as I go because I do have client started at 5 a.m. I went to bed at a decent time. I'm moving a little slow this morning though, because realistically I wish I would already be on the treadmill, but whatever. I don't think I'm gonna go for a walk on my lunch break today, so I wanted to make sure I did at least get up and do it now. Sometimes I run on Wednesday, sometimes I have not been running on Wednesday. This is going to be obviously a non-run Wednesday. Just trying to listen to my body some. Yesterday, I'm not exactly sure how many steps I ended the day off with because my watch keeps dying, but it makes sense because primarily through the whole month of September and most of October, my watch was on the charger. And y'all know if you like leave a device on the charger for days and days and days or a month or whatever, it starts to mess with the battery power and whatnot. So my watch dies a lot quicker now than it used to. So I took it off twice yesterday to charge it. Yeah, I also meant to tell you guys, so I ended up weighing in. Remember I told you in the last vlog, because I was talking about my November fitness goals, that I wasn't going to weigh in exactly on the 1st because Mother Nation, Mother Nation did come, but I ended up weighing myself, I think it was yesterday morning or the day before. It was one of the mornings recently, but I weighed in at 179.5, and I'm not mad at it, even though it's up 2.2 pounds, I believe, because of how I told you guys I was eating in October. Like, I ate out more than I normally would. Yeah, I'm not too disappointed. Like, obviously I don't want the scale to go up, but when I look at my physique and I assess how I feel, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm alright. The body is, you know. So yesterday I was actually recording and I looked back at the footage and I was just kind of like blown away at myself. Like, this is really me. This is really me. Like, I have been able to do this, reshape my body, my physique to feel as strong as I do. And I may live in my body every single day, but I don't necessarily always see myself how, like, until I record myself and maybe look back at the footage. But yesterday I was kind of just blown away at my progress and my discipline and just so much. And so I actually want to talk about discipline later today, which is like motivation, maybe later today or maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. I actually need to go. I gotta stop talking so much in the mornings when I know like I need to go take care of stuff. Good morning, guys. I do plan to take you with me. Hopefully I can record. Hopefully it's not too many people. Like, it's freaking 3:49 a.m. in the morning now. Like, I don't know, but see you guys over there. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday. I don't know why I tell you this, and then I also put it like right before the clip anyway, but it's Thursday morning. I'm actually running behind. It is 4:27 a.m. I'm about to head to the bigger gym today to lift. I have a lower body day, which, I mean, makes me happy. I may look tired, but that's crazy because maybe I am tired. But I was asleep by like 8:30 last night, so yeah. Also, as you can see, I washed and did my hair yesterday, retwisted it, so I'm looking a little bit, I don't even know the word, but I don't know actually, but yeah, hopefully today's lift goes well. Still getting my steps in. Yesterday I went grocery shopping last night and actually went in the store, so I got some more steps by doing that. Let me see. My watch, I think I already told you guys, my watch has been dying, so I can't even properly keep up with my steps. And then I had taken this off to charge it, but let's see what I did track yesterday. Okay, so I have 8,300 steps from yesterday, 8,303 steps. However, there was a significant time, 4 hours, 5 hours technically, I didn't have my watch on and I was moving around, so yeah. Today I'm gonna attempt to go for a walk on my lunch break. I don't see why I shouldn't be able to, so let's definitely do that in order to reach my goals and to stick with 30 for 30. I did not upload yesterday for 30 for 30 on the shorts, but I did do it and I have proof. Well, yeah, I got up yesterday morning and went for a walk. I think that's all. My core is finally not sore from the rollouts, I was feeling it real bad yesterday. I was like, my goodness. And that was from Monday. Anyways, I'm not really hungry right now. When I get back though, I'm kind of torn because I bought bananas last night and I really want oatmeal bananas. Well, oatmeal and a banana. But I kind of want to fix pancakes too. So I'm not going to eat anything right now because I'm not hungry. I don't want to force myself to eat. But I could take just a banana with me, huh? Let's say just a banana with me, and then when I get back, I'll probably have like chicken sausage and boiled eggs and pancakes for breakfast. Kodak pancakes, the protein ones. All right, anyways, good morning, happy Thursday. Also, we need to talk later today about discipline. I think that's the only topic. I had other topics, but I don't even think they're that important. I don't know. Maybe I'm still asleep. I don't know what's going on this morning. I'll see y'all later. Let's do a little chit chat. I have minimum notes, so like bear with me if I go off on a rant or things don't quite make sense. Just vibe out with me, right? I want to talk a little bit about discipline, a few different things about discipline, but also about confidence and how the two kind of like correlate, where I feel like discipline breeds confidence to a certain extent. But first, let me start off with this. Apparently I wanted to talk about this because I wrote this down. It is the definition of discipline, which states it's the practice of training oneself or others to follow rules and standards leading to orderly conduct and self-control. It involves consistent effort and the ability to do difficult things even when motivation is low. I'm gonna run that back. Just the last part. Discipline involves consistent effort and the ability to do difficult things even when motivation is low. Let's talk about it, okay? Specific to the fitness space, but also obviously to other areas of our life, discipline literally will get you places that motivation can't. It will get you to places you never thought you probably could be. Of course the time is running out. 1 second. I want to be very clear when I say this. I have been recording specifically for YouTube my fitness journey since I think March of last year or April, sometime around that of last year. Because I mean, fitness is what I enjoy. Like I'm a coach and I enjoy this space and there's knowledge that I want to share, but also I had allowed myself to get to my heaviest weight ever. Mind you, I was working out, I was eating pretty good. I had allowed myself to get to 205 pounds. And never in my life had I reached that, had I seen that on the scale, had I felt how I felt, had I been as fluffy as I was. Although, if we're talking body recomposition, I have looked less in shape at a lower weight, if that makes sense. Anyways, so I started documenting it because it holds me accountable. I get to also teach and share things from my knowledge from school, from my experience working one-on-one with clients, my own experience, just different things, right? And I want to be very clear in saying this, that there are absolutely days where I do not feel like working out. There are days, there are even weeks where I'm not feeling it. I don't wake up at 3 something so I can go to the gym for what? Why am I doing this? Although you may still see me, for the most part, do exactly what I'm supposed to do, there are absolutely mental days where I'm just like, I don't want to do this. Why am I doing this? I don't even care. Who cares? You can actually, guess what? Actually, I don't even want it. I don't even want it. Like, what am I doing this for? And then I'll say to myself, okay, well, I'll just miss 1 day. But you know how it goes. If you miss 1 day, sometimes you miss 2 days, and that 2 days can turn into 3 days, and 3 days can turn into 3 weeks. And before you know it, there are months of inactivity. Well, I've never gone that far. I'm just going to be honest. I've never actually done that much, but I know it's possible. At most, I've probably gone like 3 or 4 days without working out, or if I was on a trip. But that's besides the point. It all comes down to discipline. There are literally days where I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm just going through the motion. There are weeks where I'm like, I'm just going through the motions, but because of discipline, I'm there. If I rely solely on motivation, babes, you wouldn't see me there often. There are times I get to the gym and I just sit there and I'm just like, I don't want to go in. I don't feel like going in. And then I go in, and afterwards I'm like, I'm glad I did that. I'm so glad I did that. It is in discipline that you will find the results you're looking for. It's not in motivation. It is literally in discipline. When I don't have motivation, I need some guidance. I need like a little push. I will typically go look at like one of my favorite individuals on like Instagram, like their physique, and be like, yep, you know what? Let me actually go. Let me get it together. I will now look at myself and be like, yeah, like my own progress definitely encourages me. Oh man, I saw a video. I think I already told you this. I saw a video earlier this week, and I was just like, wow, like, nah, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going, girl. You got to. I will utilize my own journey to keep myself going. And then also the idea of where I want to be, the changes I want to see, I'll use that to motivate me as well. And also it's a mindset. Like the more you show up for yourself and the more that you be consistent, you realize just how mentally strong you are. Like, yes, for the most part, working out, whether you're lifting, cardio, or some other type of activity, is primarily physical. It's also so mental. It is so mental. It's a mental battle. And I think that's where the discipline part comes in. It's like you have to outthink yourself. Like, not outthink yourself, but you have to make a conscious decision. Like, no, I am about to go work out and give it all that I have. Even if this 100 looks different from yesterday's 100%. I'm going to give it all that I have. It's mental. And for me, sometimes it's spiritual. Like, I'm calling on Jesus. Like, God, I really need you to help me with my cravings, or I need you to help me push through this next set, or God, I know I got it. Just please be with me. I pray for an injury-free workout. But yeah, working out isn't just physical, at least not for me. It's mental. It's mental. It's definitely mental. It's absolutely mental. See, I'm getting off track because there's something I really wanted to say. I also really feel like discipline breeds confidence. And the reason I say that is because I have never been so confident in my life. And there's a few different reasons, but I know one of those come from my discipline and me showing up for myself, doing the things I tell myself I'm going to do. If you guys saw me at the 205 and you saw me now, like, that's because of discipline. Especially throughout last year and also the beginning of this year, I was so strict. Like, I played no games. Y'all saw I was up at 4 a.m. running. I went from hating to run. Like, I don't want to run. Like, if somebody was chasing me, I promise you I wouldn't have run from them. I would have just like given this a guy and been like, all right, well, like, I don't know what to tell you because I hated running that much. To now having had completed, I did 2 5Ks this year. I did a 10K and I'm about to do another 10K. And I choose to run. Like, it's in my program for me to run twice a week. Like, I'm choosing this thing, and I would have never gotten here if it wasn't truly making a conscious decision every single morning, every single day to get up and do what I had to do. When it came to my nutrition during that time, I was so disciplined, like on it. When I tell you, like, rarely eating out, rarely, like, it literally had to be an event for like someone's birthday or something for me to go out and actually eat. I was on it. Now I am a lot more lenient on myself. One, because I'm a lot closer to my goals. Well, my goals are forever changing, honestly. Like, I don't ever feel like there's gonna be a time where I'm like, okay, I'm done. And I think that's a part of like a fitness journey, because it's a lifestyle, because you're gonna realize you want different things at different points of your life. Maybe now I want to run a half marathon, or maybe now I want to add mass to my lower body, or there's just gonna always be something that is like you're kind of chasing after. And that's something I do enjoy about this space, because you get to change your mind at any time and say, oh, I actually want to focus on this now. and then go focus on that. Dang, I lost my train of thought. But now I'm a lot more lenient on myself. One, because I already told y'all, if I start feeling myself, oh, it's a wrap. I have got to get it under control, because if I start feeling myself, I'm like, all right, Jasmine, reel it back in. You doing too much. You doing too much. You doing way too much. Okay, you being a little too lenient. But now, like I've stated this over time again, I'm very much so an 80-20 type of girl. Back last year, I would say it was more, honestly, like 93-7, maybe even 95-5. Like, I was very, very strict, because I think it does come down to how bad do you want it. I wanted it bad. Very bad. I wanted it. Now, I still want what I want, but because I am more comfortable where I am, I'm not gonna say I'm not as disciplined, because I am, but I'm not as strict on myself. Like, I allow myself to indulge in a little bit more things. Now it's really like an 80-20 situation. I think it just all depends on how bad you want it, and then that kind of dictates at what speed you go after it, if that makes sense. I also want to say, like, discipline looks different for everybody and at different parts of your life. Like, it's not a one shoe fits all type of thing. For me personally, discipline looks like I got up every day this week and did what I was supposed to do 7 days a week. Like, to me, that is discipline. But for someone else, it could be I've gone to the gym 3 times a week for the past 3 months, and to them and for them, that is discipline. And I want to say how important that is. Like, that's so dope. Like, that's the, like, I just want to make sure this comes across the way I want it to, because I'm not saying that's not good. Like, that is amazing. Like, that could have been someone who was inactive completely, or someone who was going to the gym once every 2 weeks, and now they've gone every single week, 3 days a week for 3 months. That's a huge accomplishment. And so discipline is going to look different to someone else than it may do to me. So definitely don't compare yourself. Don't compare your journey. Don't compare your physique. When I tell you, there are some women out here who look amazing. Their physiques are chef's kiss. Like, I can tell, like, the body is tea, okay? The body's matcha, the body is coffee, the body is espresso, like, whatever it, like, the body is giving, right? But I do think we need to be very much so aware. There are some people who have been in sports their entire life. There are certain people who genetically just got it like that. And there are people who have worked their butt off for this. And there's also people that's somewhere in between there. And there's no point of comparing yourself to someone else's experience, journey, genes, athletic background, any of that. This should be a marathon of your own, a journey of your own. I'm not saying don't look at other people, because I absolutely do. Ava, I'm going to go on Ava's page. I'm going to watch every single one of her stories in the morning when she's in that mirror and she takes a picture. I'm literally going to go look. Why? Because I get so excited, but I don't dream to have a body just like Ava's. I desire to have my version of that. But she definitely encourages. I love it. I think she looks absolutely amazing. But I want my version of that. So I don't compare myself. That girl has been lifting since she was, I think she said 15 or something. I do not compete. Why would I do that when I didn't start lifting until, what, 2017? Why? Why would I ever compare myself? That doesn't make sense. Apples and oranges. Let me see, is there anything else? I want to circle back to discipline being, can I hear the helicopter? Discipline involves consistency, showing up as often as possible. And I do think there is a time and place, obviously, for rest. I'm not saying that everyone should be training or being active 7 days a week like I am. You got to do your own thing. But there is a difference between just not going and not moving just because of your feelings, and not doing it because your body's telling you to do it. And you have to figure out when to choose what, you know? Because I have absolutely missed a workout based off of feelings, because I was that sad or that down or that mentally out of it that I just could not. But more so than often, I'm going to push through those mental blocks or those mental days, and I'm actually going to enjoy my workout, and I'm going to come out with like, okay, I'm glad I did that. I felt better. I actually feel a little bit better. More than anything, it's physical for me. Like, if I have been going hard, like 4 weeks without any type of like true rest day, my body's like, Jasmine, you need to rest, then I will listen and skip a workout if I need to. So I definitely think you have to find balance. I'm not telling you to go hard. You have to do what fits you, your schedule, your environment, but you also can't make excuses. And I think that's one thing I've noticed as a coach. How long have I been coaching now? I think 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I've noticed is people will make up excuses. There will almost always be an excuse. Like, it's very, 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 you would think I live on a base the way these helicopters be out now. What's I want to say? I'm sorry, the helicopters are distracting me. Man, I really forgot what I was about to say. One of the best things I feel like people could do for themselves, especially my ladies, is stop making excuses. Show up for yourself. Be consistent. The results are definitely in the consistency. It's in the being disciplined. The results are there. The results are there. And if for whatever reason, if you are truly giving your all when it comes to nutrition and being physically active and you're not seeing results, then obviously that might be a sign that, hey, we need to go get a medical assessment or something, like see if there's something else going on. If it's something with hormones or something else that could be an issue. For the most part, for like a lot of us, for the general population who don't have any type of medical issues or history or background or anything currently going on, it really does come down to consistency. It comes down to being disciplined. You got to decide how bad you want it, and just be honest with yourself about it. Like, if you really don't want it that bad, just say that. Actually, this isn't that important to me. Like, I could skip today. I'd rather go to happy hour and get drinks. And I'm gonna let you know right now, from experience and from witnessing other people, alcohol is one of those things that can definitely throw you off. Like, it's definitely counterproductive to any type of fitness goals, honestly. Unless your goal is to put on fat. And I don't know about y'all, but now in my 30s, let me have one drink. It's taking me all weekend to recover, okay? So most times it seems very pointless, okay? And I try to walk around with a sober mind now, so I'd rather that than try to be recovering for days on end. Is there anything else? The whole confidence part. I definitely feel like, because when I'm disciplined when it comes to fitness, it rolls over and trickles into other parts of my life. So then I become more disciplined about not missing certain things or showing up the way I'm supposed to in other areas of my life. I definitely think it's like a domino effect, if that makes sense. And now there's motorcycles. Where do I live? What is going on? Dang, what was I saying? But I definitely feel like the way I show up in so many different ways, like literally like from the way I walk to the way I talk, my belief in myself, a lot of that confidence that was built stems from my discipline when it comes to my fitness. It translates over. Yeah, actually, heck yeah, actually, it really does. Like, obviously, I give God the glory for all of it, because there are things that he strengthens me in, he allows, and he provides every single day, all the time. And he is the source. And then I use the ability to wake up early, go to sleep, try to a decent time, drink my water, choose healthier versions of foods most of the time, show up in the gym and give what I have that day. Doing that over and 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 over. You build up this resilience, you build up this mindset, you build up something that I feel like no one can really take from you. Because even if I'm having like a pretty bad day, I typically, like I told you, I typically still show up to the gym. Like, it's one of those things I feel like I just can't miss. I can't let myself down. I know I've been saying like a whole lot of stuff here. I told you it probably wouldn't make much sense. I have barely any notes. I just wanted to talk about discipline, because I realized just having discipline for fitness, how much it has a pleasant role in other areas of my life, how it truly has impacted my confidence in the best way possible. And I just want other people, specifically the ladies, to also experience that, or your version of that. Yeah. So I encourage you today to be consistent, to get active if you're not active. Again, even if that means walking. It is such a blessing to have the ability to move our body, right? It is such a blessing. I know I've talked about it before, but I'm gonna have to keep bringing it up because it is. I think sometimes we forget how much of a blessing it is. This is week 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 7 more videos before the year ends. Wow. I think the last video comes out on the 26th of December, if I'm not mistaken. So let's finish up strong. I hope that if you have been watching since last year or this year or whenever, am I not a testament? Like, Y'all have literally seen me do my thing. I want to encourage you, okay? Be encouraged. I'm gonna go, all right? I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see y'all next week.